absolutely agree with me, right? Software engineering is that. And now let's understand prompt engineering. It's something very similar. Prompt engineering is about humans communicating with AI in a language that AI understand to get the best out of any AI tool he or she touches. That's it. That's it. Prompt engineering is how you communicate with AI in a language AI understands. The best part is AI understands English, so you could talk to it in English, but using some certain techniques to get the best out of every tool we touch. And the best part about prompt engineering is you don't have to be technical to learn this skill and take this as an advantage to your career or business. An absolute non-tech savvy, non-IT professional could also take advantage of this. And even if you are a technical data scientist with 10 years of experience, you might still need to use prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is the skill in the world of AI technology that everyone, no matter where, which industry you belong to, or the tech expertise you will need to have as a mandatory skill in your resume in the next 1 to 2 years at any cost. Okay? And now you understood the definition of prompt engineering. Let's understand the three components of prompt engineering. Okay, the first component of prompt engineering, which is it weighs about 25% of prompt engineering, is communications, right? When I mean communications, it's not about fancy vocabulary or good grammar. Absolutely not. When I mean communications, it is about the frameworks you are going to use to communicate and draft your prompt. You see, when you go to a large language model like ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude, you have to write a prompt. Lot of times, we just write a one-line prompt and two-line prompt and expect AI to get the best out of, give us the best answer. But that's not going to happen. You have to draft it in a certain way. What is the framework that you are going to use, which we'll talk a little later, to get the best out of AI? That having the knowledge of this frameworks, 25% of it. And 50% of prompt engineering is about prompting techniques. So inside the framework is about how you divide your prompt. But technique is how you ask it, right? It's a little different. How you write it is different from what are the techniques that you are using to kind of ask and implement the same framework in a prompt. You will understand little advanced, but yeah, end of the day, prompting techniques are very important. Now let me give you an example. If you go to ChatGPT right now and ask it to write a 10,000 line code for your or 2,000 line code for your app, do you think ChatGPT will be able to do it? Very difficult. If you go to the same ChatGPT and ask it to write a 10,000 word book, a non-fiction book, or 20,000 word non-fiction book for you, do you think ChatGPT will be able to do it? Very difficult. But it will be very easy when you use a prompting technique to ask ChatGPT. Using prompting techniques like chain of thought prompting, tree of thought prompting, and reflection thought prompting, you will be able to get a 10,000 word book or 2,000 line code. So that is the important. And having the knowledge of 5 prompting techniques that you could professionally use in your journey weighs 50% of prompt engineering, right? Essentially, why we're discussing the 3 components is what are the 3 things that you have to learn inside prompt engineering to take prompt engineering as an asset to your career or your business. That's why we're discussing it. Okay, don't get confused. And the last but not least, the last 25% of prompt engineering is about AI tools plus workflows. Let me explain what it is. You see, guys, we have lots and lots of AI tools, right? Having the knowledge of minimum 5 to 10 AI tools that you could professionally use for your business application, plus having a creation of workflow, right? How can you combine the usage of ChatGPT with Karma.ai to make a presentation? That is a workflow. So adding 2 to 3 AI tools and using it in a similar workflow is a using in a same flow is workflow, and having the knowledge of 5 to 10 AI tools and 2 to 3 AI workflows that you could use in your business or your career is 25% of prompt engineering. Clear, guys? This is how and this is what prompt engineering is. If AI is the technology, if AI is the vehicle, prompt engineering is the skill to learn to take advantage of this technology. Make sense? Yes? And now, lots of people think, "Arey yaar, writing prompts, what is it? It's just like a Google search." Absolutely not. Let's like comparing Google search with prompt engineering is comparing delivery agent with pilot. Delivery agent also takes thing A from place X to place Y, like food delivery or anything. And this pilot takes a thing, which is flight here in this case, or aeroplane, from X to Y. Do you think the delivery skills of pilot and delivery agent are the same? Absolutely not. You have to be super professional and super hardworking to get into this field of pilot, right? So that is a difference between a Google search and prompt engineering. Google will give you information and prompt engineering will get things done. Right? You just have to guide it. That's the difference. And you might be thinking, Avinash, prompt engineering will be just another skill that will be very redundant because AI is smart enough to understand what we want faster in the future. Absolutely not. How can a better technology understand what we want from our brains? It might guess. Do you think guessing what you want is almost same as the reality of what you want? Two different things. If you go to your colleague and give a task and expect him or her to guess your task and do it, you'll not get the best results. So average user will survive by just using ChatGPT in a surface level. But a professional should get depth in their skills to survive and thrive in the world of AI. So no matter how much technology advance, AI will never know what you have in your brain until unless you put a chip, which is not going to happen for the next 10 years. Okay, right? If you put a neural link chip in your brain, maybe AI could understand what you have in your brain and control things. But until unless you're inserting chip in your brain, technological advancements doesn't mean your prompt engineering skills can be very bad, right? How many of you agree that prompt engineering could be a skill of the century? Type in the word yes in the chat box if you absolutely agree with it. Type in the word yes or no. So now we have two types of prompt engineering: non-technical prompt engineering and technical prompt engineering. But first, let's understand what is non-technical prompt engineering. Non-technical prompt engineering is about using AI in the front end as a pro. Okay. Ability to use AI tools in the best possible way and creating workflows of it and solving real world applications of it is known as either non-technical prompt engineering or applied AI, right? You are not creating AI. You are not creating next ChatGPT. You are just using ChatGPT. That is a non-technical prompt engineering. Make sense? Now, what is technical prompt engineering? Pretty simple. Having the skill of non-technical prompt engineering plus having the knowledge of data science and couple of other tools that are used to build AI tools which is technical prompt engineering. Make sense, guys? Applied AI or non-technical AI is using AI to solve business use cases, and technical AI is about building AI tools with the skill of non-technical prompt engineering plus data science. You're building AI, but with the skill of non-technical prompt engineering plus the skill of data science and natural language processing and computer vision and whatnot. Make sense, guys? Perfect. Are you guys clear? I know it's little complex, but I hope I'm explaining things little easily so that everyone could understand. Non-technical is building AI, using AI. Technical is building AI. That's simple. Now, what are the job opportunities? How many of you would love to understand job opportunities here in non-technical prompt engineering? How many of you would love to have that? Type in the word me in the chat box. Perfect, perfect. The first thing is AI generalists. You know what these guys do? Pretty simple. They understand every part of the business a little bit, and they understand AI a lot, right? They understand business, plus they understand AI. All business functions they understand. Their job is to basically go talk to people in every department and see what are the tasks that could be eliminated or automated using AI. That's it. To make company more productive and make more money per employee for the company. That's it. That's pretty much it. They understand, and the AI journalist don't have to be technical. He just maybe needs to understand how Python as a language understand, but he or she will not code the apps. So that is AI journalist job. And second is AI researcher. You know, again, there are two types of researchers, right? Someone who actually research AI like crazy in depth and get things done and, kind of, do inventions. But that is like a very job that exists from the last, like say 10, 20 years. But there is new level of AI researcher, let's say junior AI researcher, right? So junior AI researcher is a person who helps AI journalists in researching AI tools. Pretty simple. He is like works with AI journalists, and his job is not to talk to people, but go find different AI tools, different use cases, read research papers, understand different prompts that they could use to build, the chatbots and stuff like that to internally solve the business use cases and business problems within the company. That is the part of AI researcher, right? I'm talking only about the junior AI researchers who works under a AI journalist. Make sense? Yes? Perfect. So now, third thing is AI manager. Who are these people? AI manager works typically for a medium to large scale companies. Yeah, medium to large organizations, and their job is to understand each individual business function or team. Let's say there are a company have team of 20 people. For a team of 20 people, they will have one team leader that manages this 20-member team, and they will have one AI manager. The only job of AI manager is to communicate closely with every single one of them and make them productive using AI tools and workflows. That's it. Only for one business function. The reason this time AI manager is only for one business function here is because the company value AI a lot more, and this man's or the woman's use cases, the creation will be very impactful. So that's why instead of hiring one journalist for an entire company, they'll go much more deep and specific by hiring a manager, right? The manager job is to manage 10-member team to be more productive, a 20-member team, but only one team, not hundreds of teams in the company like journalists does. What are the skill sets required to become an AI manager? For everyone, it's basic, non-technical prompt engineering, blah, blah, blah. For AI manager though, he have to or she have to have two skills. Primary skill should be prompt engineering, non-tech, right? And secondary skill will be according to the managing of the team. If he or she is managing team of 10 developers or 10 Python developers, the secondary skill set of this guy should be Python. If he is managing the let's say 10 content writers, the secondary skill should be content writing from his previous job. That means you could have any skill in the world, like properly with a couple of years of experience, you could learn prompt engineering on top of it and scale to a manager level position by being an AI manager. You could go use your secondary skill set of your previous job, whatever that you're doing, and get prompt engineering as your primary skill set, upskill on it for 3 to 6 months, and you will immediately get to AI manager. The average job pays 5 to 25 lakhs in India, and in US they are paying upwards of $50,000 to $250,000 right now for this AI roles. And we are not done yet. We have a lot more. I'll say you, how many of you want 2 more opportunities in the world of AI right now by learning the skills? that I'm teaching in the webinar right now. Type in the word yes if you would love to explore two more opportunities. The next thing is no code plus AI. You see, guys, lot of times businesses want things faster, and developing an app in a regular way takes a lot of time. But when you use no code plus AI on top of it, you could decrease time by 10x and energy by 10x. That's it. So companies are hiring developers to experiment a lot of things in the company by building small tools either internally or for their customers, using no code SaaS tools like there are tools like Bubble, Airtable, and stuff like that, Glide.ai and stuff. So using no code plus AI will make you a no code AI developer, which companies are hiring vigorously right now. Make sense? And next, fifth one is about prompt engineer. They could call anything, but this guy or lady, it does is just write prompts. They just write prompts, nothing else. They make money by writing prompts. You might think this is too far-fetched. I have proofs of people making money. Even a lot of big billionaires say prompt engineering of writing prompts is a huge thing. I'll show you those videos also. Right? Prompt engineering, you are just writing prompts as a non-technical person. Perfect. So these are the different job opportunities you have inside prompt engineering. Guys, how many of you are learning more about prompt engineering in the last 15 minutes than in the last 1-2 years of AI boom that you have? Type it in the chat box. Yes. If you are enjoying the way we're discussing everything about prompt engineering, type in the word yes in the chat box. Perfect. You see, guys, you could be a non-technical prompt engineer. Experience, like with minimal to no experience, you could get these 5 opportunities. But there is one secret that I want to tell you to get this non-technical prompt engineering jobs 10x faster. Can I do that? Yes. Type in the word yes in the chat box. Learning basics of Python plus LangChain. Just basics. It will take you hardly 2 to 3 months of 30 minutes each day or 20 minutes each day, and you will have 10x faster, because someone who just doesn't write prompts but can directly collaborate with developer themselves without a manager in between to translate code to you in a non-technical way. If you could basically understand how to read a Python code with prompts inbuilt in the code, the job of that developer will be much easy. You could do a lot of things, right? That's it. And sixth opportunity also, I would love to say, I just missed it, which is AI testers. These are the non-technical prompt engineers who test large language models like ChatGPT before it gets public. That's it. It's pretty simple. They don't test the large language model in a technical sense. They test large language model as a user by asking hundreds of questions, like tricky questions and stuff like that, and do benchmarking analysis. What is it? Benchmarking analysis to compare how it is with previous, generations of the thing. One, just like we have AI testers, we like normal testers, we will also have an AI tester in the future. 6 job opportunities, and all you have to have is prompt engineering as a skill, understanding, and we already know what is prompt engineering. This is, the thing that this is prompt engineering. Perfect. So now let's understand a little further. Okay. You might be thinking, Avinash, are there enough opportunities for a non-technical prompt engineer in this space? I am a pharmacist. Can I also become a non-technical prompt engineer? Absolutely. You learn the skill of non-technical prompt engineering in 3 to 6 months. No matter what current situation you are in, you could crack something out of this 6. I'll also say you one stat. Okay, it's a fact. I'll tell you a fact. Okay, out of, let's say there are 100 technical jobs, 100 non-technical jobs. Both are in prompt engineering. Okay. For every 100 technical jobs, 1,000 people fighting for it. But for every 100 non-technical prompt engineering jobs, can anyone guess how many people are fighting for these 100 jobs? In the prompt engineering space I'm talking about, not every other non-technical space. Yes or no? Type in the word yes or no. Like not yes or no. Type in the word number. Type in the number. It is 50. only 50 people are applying for 100 jobs on LinkedIn when it comes to non-technical prompt engineering. World requires more of non-technical prompt engineers than technical prompt engineers right now. Right? If you are good enough, yes, world still will get you a job in the technical prompt engineering space. But if you are into non-technical prompt engineering space, even if you're above average, you could survive and thrive in this industry. Making sense? Perfect. I'll get back to my presentation, guys. I think I'm done using my laptop. Sorry, my iPad. Perfect. So now you might be asking, Avinash, I need some examples. In my level 2 community, I have someone called Sasikala Gopalraj. She's from Chennai, if I'm not wrong. She is a very basic developer, front-end developer with 1 year of experience at a 4 lakh CPC or CTC before coming to us. And last year, approximately Feb, I think somewhere around this year, Feb, yes, this year, Feb, right? So Sasikala got to us at 4 CTC, and right now she is making 2 lakh rupees, not per month, per year, per month. You know why? You know, by doing what? By writing prompts. She literally from 4 lakhs went to 24 lakhs, approximately 6x increase her in CTC in literally 6 months after joining us. And she's making 2 lakhs right now by writing prompts for different AI tools that they are using. And this is not just with Sasikala. In our community, there are lots of people cracking these jobs in the world of AI. In fact, Forbes says the hot new high-paying career is an AI prompt engineer. And this is the hottest AI job with salary of up to 2.77 crores per annum. This job of getting answers from AI like ChatGPT or DAL-E can make you more than 2.4 crores. Business Standard says the same, ET says the same. In fact, Netflix is offering 7.4 crores, approximately $1 million annual salary for this role, which is a product manager role involving utilization of AI across all aspects of Netflix businesses. Someone who understands this is the AI, this is the AI journalist. The AI journalist, like a product manager who uses AI for every business function, is getting paid $1 million. Just imagine that. And by the way, Netflix completed this hiring. They actually hired someone for somewhere around $1 million. Yeah. And this is AI journalist. They can't name it as AI journalist, but the thing is, across all the business function, blah, 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 same thing. In fact, let's see what Satya Nadella, who is the Microsoft CEO, says about this world of prompt engineering.
To take the base model and align it so that we could deploy it in something like Bing Chat.
I think there's going to be more jobs in the end when this is over, or less.
Great question, right? So here's the fundamental thing I think about, that lump of labor fallacy, as the economists call it. Right? At least it's been disproven up to now, right? Every time there's been new technology, there's been real displacement. It's a real challenge. I at least fall into that camp, right? So let's think about this, that there will be new jobs. Who would have thought that there will be a prompt engineer, right? But it is a job. And by the way, you don't have to have a CS degree to be a prompt engineer.
A prompt engineer being somebody who literally prompts it by saying, please do X, Y, Z.
XYZ. So that's just one example. But
and that's going to be a job.
That's going to be a job, for sure. And the job, as they said, like, here's the other thing.
Yeah, Satya Nadella has this to say about prompt engineering. And how many of you would be interested in my framework, like a roadmap to become prompt engineer and use the skill of prompt engineering to scale your career or business? How many of you are interested in that? Should I explain this roadmap? Yes? Perfect. Step 1, mindset and foundation. If you are getting into prompt engineering, you can't be following instructions. In fact, you have to create instructions to AI, right? Your job suddenly shifts from following instructions to writing instructions. Mindset should be very important. You can't expect micromanagement in here. You can't expect someone coming to you and saying what to do. People will say, this is the thing I want. You say me what we have to do using AI. If you're someone with that kind of mindset, which is not very difficult, by the way, you should say, I can, and 3 to 6 months, you'll be able to do that. You'll be able to write the instructions. It's just convincing yourself and taking the decision to evolve faster is something that you need. That's the mindset that you want as a first thing, guys. I'm not saying, I'm not like blabbering about AI is easy, it's get rich quick scheme. Absolutely bullshit. You can't get things done faster. You can't make money faster. It's about if you work little hard, there is 100% probability that you could get it, but you have to work hard, think differently, and think big. Yeah. Perfect. That's the mindset that you need. And the second thing that you need to become in the step or in the roadmap is communication. We discussed what is communication framework. The third thing is prompting techniques. The fourth thing is about AI tools and workflows. These are the four things that you have to have in your mindset and skill set and tool set. So once you are done with it, we should move from theory to practicality, where you kind of do this in capstone projects. You could be a business owner thinking, Avinash, I don't need a job. Why should I have to do capstone projects? You should absolutely do it, because only when you do things, when you apply the things that you're learning to the AI tools and workflows, you'll understand. So doing 3 to 4 capstone projects will make you understand how that really works and get you the experiential knowledge. Once you're done with it, if you're a professional, you'll do a job prep. Like if you'll prepare for jobs, you already got skill and a little bit of experience in doing capstone projects, you'll just do the job prep of writing your resumes and stuff like that. If you're a business owner, you'll start integrating AI and prompt engineering to start your side hustle. If you don't have the business yet, if you have a business yet, you'll use prompt engineering and AI already to scale your business and optimize your work processes in business functions. Right? So that's the step number 5 for everyone. 6. And step number 7 is only for professionals and students who is looking to get a job. In the previous step, you've done your job prep. Here it is as easy as applying and cracking jobs. That's it. Now, guys, how many of you have a clear roadmap in your mind right now to become a prompt engineer? Type in the word yes in the chat box. And founding member of OpenAI says English is the hottest new programming language. That means prompt engineering. Future programmers will not write code from scratch. Future programmers or coders will guide AI to write code, and they have to have the knowledge of coding in an extent just to solve and guide AI. That's it. Right? You just have to have the business use case knowledge. That's all. And now, in 10 years, half of the world's jobs will be in prompt engineering, and those who cannot write prompts will be obsolete, according to Robin Lee, CEO of Baidu. What he means is, world has 1 billion white-collar workers right now. Out of 1 billion employees in white-collar space, we might need 500 million of them, half of them, in the next 6 years, right? By end of 2030, we might need 500 million to be AI equipped, to be a prompt engineer, to be specific. And that's what a CEO of a $50 billion company says, and that's a huge problem. You know why? Because the world needs 500 million AI practitioners by 2030, but we got less than 100,000 right now, and that's the exact problem that we're addressing at our tech company called Freedom with AI. When the world needs 500 million of them, institutions, organizations, colleges, and let's say governments can combine and do something, but they could hardly create 50 million out of those 500 million in the next 6 to 10 years. That's where I thought, okay, entrepreneurs like me who have the knowledge should share the knowledge openly as much as they can and create little impact. That's where we started this, with a mission to build the world's largest society of AI practitioners from India by creating 10 million AI enablers in the next 3 years. The world needs 500 million. We would love to create 10 million in the next 3 years, and maybe 50 million by the end of 10 years that they're quoting. So if that happens, 10% of prompt engineers in the world will be created with our organization. That's the ultimate goal. And that's why I go very, into it sometimes. And we already did create almost 3 lakh AI practitioners through these masterclasses in the last few months. 3.5% mission accomplished, approximately 96.5% left. So ultimate vision of our company is to create abundance of health, wealth, and happiness to every human through AI enablement. That's the thing. I want to see the world to be at a better place with the help of AI, because I believe AI could do it if taken care in a right direction, in the right way. So that's the thing. And for everyone who is writing very kind comments in the in the chat box, thanks a lot, guys. A lot of people were saying amazing, all the best, all the good things, and all that. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Srikant, DJ, Sangeeta, Vaishnavi, Ramesh, Likita, Janvi, Sharma. Wow. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. You're pouring in with good love and messages. Perfect. So now let's dive in and understand the first part of prompt engineering, which is about frameworks. Communication. How do you communicate to a prompt? How do you communicate to AI? Pretty simple. The first component of your prompt should be task. If you have to write a prompt, the first thing you have to mention in your prompt is task. What is that one thing that you want AI to do should be first, not last. A lot of people will give random instructions and in the end they will give the actual task. It should be first. Okay. And the second thing is instruction. What are the things that AI needs to follow while executing that particular task goes to instruction. Why are you even asking AI to do it? What is the context? Why goes to context? What are the rules and regulations AI needs to follow while executing that particular task? A parameter. Do you guys have any extra sources or resources that you could give to AI? Goes to input. Anything that basically it's a brain dump, guys. You dump any other thoughts that you have, do active thinking for a couple of seconds and just write little more instructions, and that goes to input. I understand you need a little example to understand it perfectly. Task. Write a structured response acting as a world-renowned CEO like Sundar Pichai, providing 5 main points on how companies can survive when their financial runway is coming to an end. The response should be clear, concise, actionable, and confident. That is the task. Instruction. We took an example basically to write this, to create content, because everyone could understand. Like, same applies for a coder, same applies for anyone who is doing this research. Student format is same. Instruction. Begin with a brief introduction and then dedicate a separate paragraph for each of the 5 main points. Each point should be supported by real-life examples or case studies, avoiding difficult jargon, blah, blah, blah. Those are the instructions that we are saying. Context. The audience are business owners and entrepreneurs facing financial challenges in need of practical and insightful advice to navigate the situations. That's the context. And parameter. The response should not exceed 500 words and should consider the provided statistics, examples, rules and regulations, blah, 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 parameters. Input. Draw on your knowledge of business survival strategies, financial management, and entrepreneurial resilience to provide a comprehensive response, keeping in mind the acting role as CEO, like Sundar Pichai. So this is the framework, right? A 5-step framework to engineer your prompt in a right way to get the best output from any large language model that you touch. How many of you are seeing this big of a prompt for the first time? Type in the word yes in the chat box. If you're someone who never saw or wrote this prompt, this big of a prompt, type in the word yes in the chat box, or me in the chat box. Wow, lots and lots of people. Yes, perfect. Wow. Amazing, guys. Amazing. So now that we understood how writing prompts work, can we use the knowledge of prompt engineering that we have and a little bit of AI tools knowledge to create a business in front of you in the next 15 minutes? Can I do that? Do I have your permission to build a business in front of you in next 15 minutes using mostly prompt engineering and a little bit of other AI tools? Can I do that? Type in the word yes. If you are a business owner or a marketer, you will love this. Type in the word yes. I want to build a business, okay? What business? Pretty simple. Yeah. So the business here is simple. I want to build a tech company, but this time in a blockchain space, because Bitcoin is trending right now with $60,000-$70,000 a Bitcoin. everyone wants to invest their hard-earned money, but not a lot of people are actually researching before investing. So if I could be an edtech company that upskill people on how exactly blockchain works and how can you invest money and make money potentially, I could have a lot of chance of winning in this game. How many of you think this is a trending market and a good business to be in? Type in the word yes in the chat box. Yes? Perfect. So this is what I want to do right now. To build any business in the world right now, the first thing you have to do is to understand your ideal customer. Understanding your ideal customer persona will give you an idea on how to build a better product. As simple as that. Make sense? Right? You could be starting a coffee shop or the next SaaS company, but end of the day, you have to research about your ideal customer persona. That is what I'm doing so that I could build better marketing campaigns and better product or service altogether. Right? Instead of doing it manually, I'm using ChatGPT to do the same. And right now the time is 9 o'clock. By 9:15, it will be done. I'm selling cryptocurrency and blockchain, blah, blah, blah. And so the ideal customer for us is Ajay. And the age of Ajay would be 72. That's like a pet name just for the sake of this research paper. Self-description of my ideal customer persona on an average basis would be a motivated entrepreneur interested in digital advancements, a tech-savvy but feels left behind in the cryptocurrency and blockchain wave, runs a small business but is curious about the other investment opportunities, always searching for ways to secure financial freedom, has a family and wants to ensure a prosperous future for them. These are the ideal customers' self-description that might purchase my product in the future. The primary goal of all of them is to understand and leverage crypto and blockchain technology to diversify their income streams and improve financial stability. Mechanism to achieve that goal would be enroll into structured program, learn about both fundamentals and advanced, start investing in crypto in calculated and informed way, use blockchain to potentially improve business operations, network like-minded people, individuals to explore collaboration opportunities, blah, blah, blah. What are the past feelings about the items? What is the primary motivating factor for my ideal customer to enroll into my program in the future? Unwilling sacrifices, primary and secondary complaints. What are the ultimate fears about my ideal customers? Losing his savings in bad investments due to lack of knowledge. Feeling behind in technological advancements. Feeling regret for not seizing life-changing financial opportunity at the right time. You see, ChatGPT is doing a mini PhD on our customers. This is just amazing, isn't it? How many of you think this is mind-blowing? Type in the word MP in the chat box. You see, past experiences, recent motivating experiences, common self-talk, triggers for guilt. What are the things my ideal customer would feel guilty for if he enroll into my program and something happens? What are the things that he could feel guilty of? Sources of optimism, favorite sources of inspiration, mantra or quote. Wow. Isn't this amazing research that got into conclusions in 2 minutes instead of 20 days of research that we would have done on the internet or by talking to like-minded individuals in the community? 2 minutes, our entire business research is done. What's the second step of building a business? In this business especially, it is about creating curriculum because we would love to create a course, right? For a course, the first important thing is to create a curriculum. And that's what we exactly did. Hey, I'm building a crypto course. I need a curriculum of that with 10 topics and 6 subtopics covering concepts from scratch to advanced. So now AI is creating videos for us, video curriculum, curriculum to make videos on in our course. The first module, which is Introduction to Crypto and Blockchain. Inside that, the first video we could do is what is crypto, blockchain technology and fundamentals, Bitcoin, types of cryptocurrencies, how cryptocurrency works, and the role of miners. These are the 6 video ideas that we have in first module. And the same goes for almost 10 modules, giving us 60 video ideas that we could do to our course. And we will just finalize the curriculum, which will take 5 minutes to basically understand, add few more topics, and ask ChatGPT to get those finalized topics. And once curriculum is finalized, the next step is to create scripts for each of this individual videos. And I'm very lazy. I don't want to write scripts from scratch. So I will use ChatGPT to write the scripts for me. copy, and paste. So what I'll do is I'll just take out one module and one video title, and ask ChatGPT to write a script on that. I just copy pasted the video idea and ask, write me a script for this video inside my course. Consider this as my final video script. I will just read this out loud with no editing. You're an expert content writer with 10 years of experience in crypto. Starting from introduction, it wrote an entire script like in a minute. Not in a minute, like in 30 seconds to be least and precise. Welcome to the first section of our course, where we are diving into the world of cryptocurrency. Today, we're going to cover the foundation question. What is cryptocurrency? Let's break it down from a beginner's perspective, but also explore its evolution and impact on the world of finance. So what exactly is cryptocurrency? In simpler terms, a cryptocurrency is a form of digital or a virtual money designed to work as a medium of exchange. Unlike traditional currencies like a dollar or the euro, cryptocurrencies are decentralized. Blah, 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 blah. How many of you think this is actually a human-made script? Like human, it's so human. It's not looking like AI, right? Type in the word me in the chat box if you think this is actually very, very, very human. Perfect. Wow. Right? True, right? It's proper. Like we have conclusions also. Thank you for joining in the foundation overview. In the next video, it is not a blog post. It is a proper script because you see the way it wrote proper video script. So now we have, what we'll do is, we'll do the same for almost 60 videos. With our expertise, we'll edit it if needed. And once all the video editing or the script editing is done, we'll put the script into a teleprompter, read it out word by word, just like a reporter would do. News reporter or news reader would do that, right? I'll just do that. In the worst case, if I'm not someone who is very comfortable in front of camera, I will literally go to this website called HeyGen. Okay, so HeyGen is a website that you could paste your script on and your video will be out. I'll just show you. I also use that, but I'll not show you mine, obviously. But yeah, I'll show you how it works.
Hey, welcome to HeyGen. This is Josh, HeyGen CEO. This is my instant avatar. Feel free to play with it. Hope you like it. Your instant avatar can totally be the same quality or even better. Simply follow my instructions when creating.
Perfect. So what you're trying to do basically is you'll create your own AI avatar. This is me, right? So you will create your digital twin, right? That talks like you, uses hands like you. It's like proper digital you, but a digital, right? You give the script that you got out of ChatGPT and it will just read out script as if you are recording the video in the same background that you already have. And you could even walk while doing it.
Welcome to the new era of video creation with HeyGen. Simply type your script to get started. Welcome to the new era of video
Perfect,
creation
right?
with HeyGen.
Something like that. These videos are very basic, guys. You could basically 90% of the time people even not find out that you are using AI avatars to do it. I only suggest you to do this if you are not comfortable in front of camera. But if you're comfortable in front of camera, just talk the script out and your video will be done, right? Done. So now we have our curriculum, we have our videos, we have our course. Entire course is done. You will do the same for 60 videos. What's next? It is simple. You will use a tool called 10Web to do your website. You'll ask ChatGPT to write me the sales copy for my website. You'll get the content, paste it in the 10web.io. 10web.io is a WordPress based AI tool. Your backend will be WordPress, which is world's best no-code management, website management thing. Your front end will be AI generated, right? And including hosting, you will maybe pay $20 per month at max for your business, and you'll have a website hosted for you, working for you in under 10 minutes. You'll get copy from ChatGPT and you'll answer 2 to 3 questions that 10web.io asks, and your website is done. How many of you think this is crazy? Like literally, guys, 2 minutes and your website will be done. Right? So it will, and then you could customize on top of it and stuff like that. I'm not going to show you how to create videos and all this because these are very self-explanatory. It will take you 2 minutes to understand. I don't want to waste a lot of time on things that are very obvious, but to take you and give you more and more strategies and tactics that will actually make you more productive. Make sense? Type in the word yes in the chat box. So now we have our research done, course curriculum done, videos done, website done. What's next? Simple. We need traffic in our website that could buy our products, isn't it? Who will buy our product if we don't market it? So now I'm asking AI to create a marketing campaign for us using Facebook. Act as an expert paid ads marketer with 15 years of experience. I will provide you with all the necessary details, and it will be your job to come up with an ad campaign and ads for it that can help the brand achieve sales conversion, blah, blah, blah. I just wrote everything that kind of I could instruct as a digital marketer myself. And all I did is this. Here is the requested tables, ad campaigns. Essentially, Facebook needs 50 questions to be answered before you starting a digital marketing campaign to understand your customers, potential customers in a better way so that it could show your ad to them so that potentially you can get purchases. That's it. And those answers are usually answered by a digital marketing specialist. And now AI is answering like nothing. It created an entire campaign with all the information that we need, and it created ad groups, 15 ad groups inside a campaign, and it named that particular campaign in fact, and then gave us 15 audience targeting options that we could do. Like Facebook, AI is saying what are the interests that you could target inside Facebook. Words like crypto enthusiast will give you more sales than targeting someone who's into fashion or food, food lover. Probably not someone who would love your crypto course, right? But a crypto enthusiast, a digital financial newbie, altcoin investor, Bitcoin beginner would always do that, would be more interested. So 15 things, and I will just do one more time, guys. Yeah. This gave a little bit of structural issues, but we got it. But I'll do it again. I'm right now using ChatGPT's latest model called O1. O1 takes 10 seconds to think and give us a strategy before it actually gives us analyzing details, crafting a script, crafting the campaign, outlining the approach. It is just prompting itself to get the best before it gives the answer directly, right? It is, you see, it is taking 15, 20, 30 seconds to give us an answer, which is good. I mean, like, it's not bad, okay? 10 more seconds, guys, 10 more seconds. This is the last thing you're doing, okay? It thought 45 seconds to give us the answer, right? And gave us the ad group. This time it's actually little in-depth. And ad campaign, ad group. In that ad group, what is the ad type you have to target? Headline, description 1, description 2, for everything that we might need. And it also gave us headlines. Wow. If you are a digital marketer or a business owner and mind blown already by all of this, type in the word BO in the chat box and DM in the chat box if you're a digital marketer. And if you're none of them but are mind blown, as a potential business owner in the future, type in the word MB in the chat box. MB, mind blown. Guys, am I able to give a lot of bulb on moments for you? Are you getting those bulb on moments? Type in the word BO if you're getting bulb on moments. Bulb on what? What's your count on bulb on? Perfect. Under 15 minutes, we are done with creating a business. What do we need in a business than this? Right? Perfect. We are done with our building a business. So now, if we are trying to build a business like this, what other AI tools that you could use to potentially do a lot of operations in your business, a lot of operations in your career? Like, end of the day, you are only two things, okay? You're either building a business or working to the business that is building something. That's it. You're either a professional or an entrepreneur. Mostly, whatever you do, either you're helping a business or you're building a business, right? So now, We talked about building a business. So now, as a professional, how can you use different AI tools to help business owners? And as a business owner, how can you learn these tools and help your fellow colleagues or your employees to guide them to use AI productively? That's the two objectives. And students, you're obviously either a aspiring professional or aspiring entrepreneur. So yeah, what AI can do. The first thing is text to presentation. How can you use PPTs? How can you make PPTs using AI in minutes? How many of you make at least one presentation a month using not any AI tools? Type in the word me in the chat box if you make at least one PPT presentation a month. Type me in the chat box. You see this, guys? What is the first word in your mind right now? Type it in the chat box. Mind blowing, amazing, bulb on. This is awesome. Wow. Wow. Right? Let me show you how to use this tool, okay? Gamma.ai it is. I have okay. I'll show you. Pro, okay. It's my pro account. So usually, let's say you need a presentation. Since we're building a business of cryptocurrency and stuff, PPT on crypto and blockchain for my investors to invest in my edtech company. Let's say that you could use this for anything with the thank you slide. With thank you slide, freedom with crypto is the name of my company, right? So that's it. I will just create. I know you maybe a couple of people already know about this entire thing, but I'll show you advanced way to use Gamma. Just a couple of minutes. If you already know Gamma, amazing. You would understand Gamma in a much deeper sense. Okay. Freedom with crypto. What is crypto and blockchain? Benefits of it. Blah blah blah. Payment options for crypto. Crypto rewards. Blah blah blah. Future roadmap of crypto. Thank you. So this is what it created us on. Like it created an entire thing. Let's say professional quality images, faces, and text. So Flux. Yeah. Flux Pro is the best image generating model for this entire thing. So first we'll get an outline. We have to choose the image model. What are the images that we need? What model that AI needs to use to create it. Blindly just say Flux Pro, and you will also get some advanced things. You could always do that, but I'll click on continue for now, and I'll just choose what template that I would love to use here. I think I'll just use this and click on generate. Right, it will take maybe a couple of minutes and I'll get my entire PPT out in a minute. This is how 99% of Gamma users uses, which is also great. I'm not saying this is bad or something, but yeah, it's good. But I'll also show you an advanced way to use this once it generates the basic one. Freedom with crypto. Welcome to Freedom with Crypto, an exciting new edtech company revolutionizing the future of education. Our mission is to empower students to learn and grow through the transformative power of blockchain technology. What is crypto, what is blockchain, and what is decentralization, and blah, blah, blah. Right? How many of you love the image already? Type in the word yes in the chat box if you think the image is amazing. What? See this? Crypto adoption trends. Our tech company and crypto. Crypto integration in our platform. Crypto payments option for our customers. Crypto rewards and loyalty programs. How many of you love, guys? This is just great image, isn't it? Crypto fundraising opportunities, crypto security and compliances. Isn't this a very realistic looking human? But he is AI. Yeah. Future roadmap. Thank you. We appreciate your time, interest, and creativity with their presentation. Blah blah blah. How many of you think this is an amazing presentation? What's the first word you have in your mind right now? That you could put it on chat box. So now that's one way of using Gamma. How many of you want a secret strategy to create a workflow that you never thought of? Type in the word secret in the chat box. How many of you want a secret? Everyone? Yes. If you are a business owner or work in a B2B business, type in the word B2B in the chat box. You could be a business owner dealing with other businesses. Type in the word B2B. We'll show you one. This works better for freelancers also. You know what happened? A couple of days back, I saw my sales numbers are not good in my digital marketing agency. I was seeing why people are not converting more people. Then one thing I discovered is that time around, let's say, for a salesperson to get on a call with a potential, buyer, and then create a proposal through a designing team and content team and sending those proposals to them personalized to their business, it is taking us lots and lots of time. That is when I discovered this workflow. You see, what I did is I went on to one discovery call with one of my, potential business, business owners, potential client, right? So I went to ChatGPT and pasted the transcript of my entire call from Zoom transcription, right? So I went to transcription, right? I got transcription, pasted in ChatGPT, and asked ChatGPT to delete every single line of this particular call transcription, which is not ideal for my use case, which is not used, like which is just blabbering, like talking about things that are not relevant to business. It deleted everything so that I have a concise, important parts of my transcription that I could give to ChatGPT. Now, what I did is I pasted that concise, transcription into another chart right now and asked it to, so now create Emma a marketing or website proposal for the same store. She's trying to basically create a children's e-commerce store called whatever, Tiny Tots, blah, blah, blah. You just give me text for the slide by slide with all the necessary details about our brands and pricings. I will give you this I'll give this to designers who make the text as clear as possible with good instructions. We charge $3,000, blah, blah, blah. So now ChatGPT created an entire plan. I will just copy this slide by slide content. So my content is now done by ChatGPT. Now going back to Gamma.ai, instead of clicking on generate, I will just paste the text I already have from ChatGPT and ask it to continue. I pasted my entire thing, and now it created a slide by slide content for us. And images, you could Flux 3 or Imagen 3 is also good. So you'll just click on continue, right? And it is asking me what should I use. Let's use Red, and I'll just click on generate. In a minute, we have a personalized proposal to our clients in minutes. And you could connect Zoom to ChatGPT to, let's say, Gamma through Zapier or other webhook platforms. And every time a call happens, a personalized proposal is generated along with that in maybe 3 minutes or 5 minutes to the client automatically without you lifting a finger. But if at all you don't want to automate it and all that, yeah, guys. So basically, the thing is Halloween is coming, right? So this particular store's collection for the next 3 months is for Halloween and, I think for all that. So that's why we have the theme of red here. Yeah. What is the brand vision? Target audience, products offering, brand positioning, marketing strategy, marketing budgets, potential challenges, website design and blah blah blah, timeline for the launch, pricing services, next step. How many of you love this? So her story is horror theme, by the way, horror theme for this entire thing. I know it is little scary, but yeah. How many of you loved this? Type in the word loved it in the chat box. Perfect. Amazing. Great. So now, this is about Gamma.ai, right? How many of you are loving the presentation and AI tools? I will let you know 15 AI tools that you could use in the next 15 minutes. One is Gamma.ai, and otherwise you could also use something called Napkin if at all you have lots of AI visualizations in your tools that you want some graphs and all this, like you see this, bar graphs and charts. You could also use Napkin. Napkin AI is also something like Gamma, but here the more will be on mind map, flowcharts, and all that. So we learned two tools, guys, Gamma.ai and Napkin.ai. We also learned Enweb.ai and HeyGen, ChatGPT, almost 5 to 10 tools already in. And let's learn more. Text to movies.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
What's the first word in your mind? All these videos, by the way, are AI generated with just a paragraph of prompt. Yeah? What's the first word in your mind right now? You might be thinking, Avinash, that's great, but can I create something useful for my business or for my career out of it? Absolutely. And by the way, the videos that you saw is generated by Sora.ai, and we have Runway ML, which is already available in the market right now. Let's see one ad that someone created using AI and only AI. Perfect, no? Oh. Isn't this the best TV commercial that you saw in the longest time, that too generated by AI? If that's so, type in the word yes in the chat box. And everything that you saw right now is AI generated. The concept of that ad is generated by ChatGPT. Then they took that particular concept and pasted it in another tool called Runway.ml. Runway.ml is a tool that you could create videos on demand through prompts. It created a video, and then they went to Udio.ai and Suno.ai to create that background music that you saw. 3 AI tools under 4,000 rupees of investment, 2 days, not even 2 days, 2 hours, it's done. Like in 2 hours, this entire video, pre-production, post-production, and the shoot, everything is done. Can you imagine that with a real life, ad creation? How much budget do you think a real world ad like this would cost us? upwards of $5,000 to $10,000 if you do it in USA, and in India 3-4 lakh rupees if you do it with real dogs and stuff, right? And it will take 4 days of pre-production, post-production, and actual shoot, and 10 members involved, all that, and that is 100 times cheaper because it is costing you 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, 10 lakh rupees just to shoot this one video, right? That's 100 times cheaper, 10 times faster, or even 20 times faster. So now you say me, why will a business owner come to you and ask you not to use AI if the same qualities could be matched and at a cheaper and faster pace? And this is why businesses can't avoid AI and professionals can't avoid upskilling on AI, right? There is no way about it you not upskilling and surviving in the world. Upskilling is extremely important. How many of you agree with me? Typing the word yes in the chat box if AI upskilling is something that you have to do right away after seeing all the things that you are seeing in this masterclass. And if you are an IT professional and know something called GitHub, type in the word GIT in the chat box. Type in the word Git in the chat box. Git. Would love to show you one video, but before that, I want you to be in the open mind. This is again a little harsh reality, but yes, it's a reality end of the day.
I think we always have to look at the unchanging between versus the inevitable. So an inevitable is 41% of all code on GitHub right now is AI generated. Wow. To 6 months. ChatGPT can pass a GNU Level 3 programmer exam, and it will run pretty much on a MacBook or a.
And that's this year.
This year, right now.
Yeah.
There are no programmers in 5 years.
No programmers in 5 years. So those of you with kids who you are having, with Python lessons and so forth, maybe it's instead helping them to understand how to ask great questions or give great directions or prompts.
I think we always have to look at the unchanging between versus the inevitable. So an inevitable is 41% of all code on GitHub right now is AI generated.
Wow.
To 6 months. ChatGPT can pass a GNU Level 3 programmer exam, and it will run pretty much on a MacBook or a.
And that's this year.
This year, right now.
Yeah.
There are no programmers in 5 years.
No programmers in 5 years. So those of you with kids who you are having, with Python lessons and so forth, maybe it's instead helping them to understand how to ask great questions or give great directions or prompts.
That's Imad Mustaki, one of the most respected CEOs in the space of AI. He says that. He says in the next 5 years, there will be no developers doing the same job of a developer that is being done right now. You might have, like, say, 20% of developers still surviving, but the job description of every developer will be so different that you can't even see what, like, you will think that what is it, like, so much of difference. The job of a developer is not to develop, but to manage AI. Not to develop something from scratch, but to manage AI, to develop AI from scratch. Develop tools from scratch and stuff. Right? So that's what he says. Like, yeah. So the context here is GitHub released a report 6 months after ChatGPT's release in 2023, June or July. What it said is 45% of code hosted on GitHub of all time, not just last 6 months, of all time, is actually generated by AI. And majority of it is done by one tool and only one tool, which is ChatGPT. Despite hundreds of big tech companies banning ChatGPT in the first 6 months to be used by their employees, but still it managed to have 45% code on GitHub. That means this is just crazy, isn't it? If 45% of the code on GitHub is already generated by AI, what will be that metric by end of 2025? It could be like a lot of people were saying in chat box 60, 70, 80%, upwards of 80%. And if 80% of the code is developed by AI, companies will soon realize that developers are using AI and they will just ask more or replace people who are doing less. In fact, there is an article on, of Amazon employee. I don't know how many of you, know this. Amazon employee uses ChatGPT to build dashboards and confesses that he gets paid 3 crores for doing nothing. this is what is happening, and how much time that Amazon does this to everyone, saying that, okay, you are either fired, or okay, you use AI but do 10x more work, or 4x more work, or 2x more work. That's how it's going to happen. Like if Amazon employee did it, unknowingly everyone in this masterclass is doing it. Like I will not read names. How many of you are using AI to code and get your coding tasks faster already? I'll not read your names. Maybe company is not allowing, but you still uses it. How many of you belong to that category? Type in the word me in the chat box. I'll not read your names. I'll just to count 6, 22, 35, 45. Oh wow, a lot of you. And now deleted blind post by Amazon employee claimed earning a huge amount for a salary for a minimal work, viral reactions, blah blah blah. It's a legit tweet case, okay? 1 year in with zero work done at Amazon. How much longer will I last? That is that's exact title. Perfect. Anyway. Yeah, that's text to code. You might be thinking Avinash, Imad Mustaki is no one. He's very small. I don't even know him. Actually, he's big. But if you don't know him, and if you want someone very famous telling you stuff, look into this.
I'm going to say something and it's going to sound completely opposite of what people feel. Over the course of the last 10 years, 15 years, almost everybody who sits on a stage like this would tell you it is vital that your children learn computer science. Everybody should learn how to program. And in fact, it's almost exactly the opposite. It is our job to create computing technology such that nobody has to program. And that the programming language is human. Everybody in the world is now a programmer. You now have a computer that will do what you tell it to do. This is the miracle of artificial intelligence. I'm going to say something and it's going to sound completely opposite of what people feel. Over the course of the last 10 years, 15 years, almost everybody who sits on a stage like this would tell you it is vital that your children learn computer science. Everybody should learn how to program. And in fact, it's almost exactly the opposite. It is our job to create computing technology such that nobody has to program. And that the programming language is human. Everybody in the world is now a programmer. You now have a computer that will do what you tell it to do. This is the miracle of artificial intelligence.
I think I don't have to explain anything. If you have a Balban moment right now listening to the CEO of NVIDIA, Jensen Huang, type in the word BO in chat box. Guys, this is being confirmed by not by me. I'm nothing in front of Imad Mustaki and all this. I'm just reporting the facts to you, right? Imad Mustaki, NVIDIA CEO, and Satya Nadella, everyone is saying the common pattern. Did you observe that? AI and prompt engineering is something that you can't avoid as a professional or a student or as a business owner. Perfect. You might be thinking, okay, Avinash, I agree with that. Can I have a couple of AI tools that I could use to see this direction, to confirm that the direction is something that these guys were actually predicting? Watch this. What do you think? What do you think? What's the first word in your mind right now? If AI could develop a game like in minutes, that's just crazy, right? Video development or video game development is the toughest job. And now video games are being created like that in minutes. And tough games might take a day or a week, but simple games are being done in an hour right now. Like not even an hour, like in minutes. That's what we're talking about. And now let's understand what a no-code plus AI, the combination of no-code tool plus AI could do. I don't want to say, I just want to show. I got the word, but I want to use that word right now. Guys, it's a 3 minutes video. Amazing one. Just be little patient in understanding this, but I'll give you the context, okay? You see, if you work as a customer support or customer success roles, type in the word me in the chat box. If you're belonging to any of these categories, type in the word me in the chat box. Type in the word me in the chat box. If you belong to customer success or customer support or any of these roles where you're client facing just as a support and success. Perfect. You see, guys, as a customer support manager, as a customer support team, you'll get hundreds of questions. You will manually answer every one of them, and you will have a knowledge base of all the questions. So what you could do right now, what your company could do right now using AI, they can download the entire knowledge base of all the questions and answers, that all the threads of conversations that you had with the customers to solve their problems over an email and a chatbot and stuff, and create a custom knowledge base, put it onto a no-code platform like Glide AI, glideapps.ai, and that will be the knowledge base this Glide uses to answer every question your future customer gets without your involvement. How? Pretty simple. That knowledge base will be combined with ChatGPT. So answers and the information will be from from the knowledge base, and the general knowledge will be from ChatGPT. And anytime a new question comes in, it will refer knowledge base with the help of ChatGPT, will answer automatically. That's what we're doing right now. Just think of it. There is no prerequisite step mentioned here, which is getting the knowledge base and giving it to Glide AI. After that, this video starts.
Transforming the way IT support is handled by automating the process using Glide AI to categorize tickets, identify the urgent ones, get solution recommendations, and send follow-up emails. Let's explore how you can build an AI-powered app in 5 simple steps. Step 1. Flag urgent requests. Let's start with a table full of support tickets. Priority is key in IT support. With Glide AI's text-to-Boolean function, urgent requests are immediately flagged. To achieve this, let's create a column labeled Urgent Request. Choose Text-to-Boolean. Add instructions to identify urgent support requests and select the ticket description as the input. Glide AI will analyze the language of each ticket, highlighting those needing urgent attention and helping you prioritize tickets. Step 2. Categorize tickets. Use Glide AI's text-to-choice feature to categorize tickets based on the nature of the problem. Set up a ticket category column, select text-to-choice, select the ticket description as the input, and write the categories under the choices field, like software, hardware, or network issues, for example. Then write the instructions to categorize the tickets based on the options given. Glide AI will sort each ticket into those categories, allowing you to simplify the process of assigning tickets to the right team. Step 3. Generate solution recommendations. Now, let's focus on resolving these tickets. Glide AI's Generate Text function can help you suggest possible solutions. Add a column called Solution Recommendations and use Generate Text. Write instructions to generate solution recommendations and select the ticket description as the input. This will allow you speed up the resolution process so you can jump into...
See guys, that entire answer was written by ChatGPT or AI that they use in minutes. Here are the few solutions you could try to resolve your Dropbox file syncing issue. Like in minutes, it is just creating stuff. Like first it is categorizing, answering, and then sending the answers to them.
Action faster. Step 4. Write follow-up emails. Effective communication is key in IT support. With the Generate Text function, Glide AI can assist in composing follow-up emails in seconds. Let's create a follow-up email column. Select the Generate Text option. Give it instructions to compose a follow-up email based on the ticket information, and select the ticket description as the input. Glide AI will draft a suitable email, ensuring your users are kept informed throughout the process. Step 5. Integrations and customization. Now that our workflow is complete, you can add more features and components to make this a completely functional app. For example, you can add a list collection to display the ticket entries, a fields component to show the category and urgency, a hint component to show the solution recommendations, and a button for the email. With this last component, you can create a custom action to...
You could integrate 100 apps with this workflow and get more stuff done. Now guess how much percentage of IT support or customer support jobs, how many percentage of jobs will be gone because of this one AI tool? Just one AI tool, like one form of AI tool. Type in the word. And it is done in 5 minutes. 5 minutes of work in getting the data, putting into ChatGPT, and creating an entire workflow, putting into Glide AI and connecting ChatGPT, how much % of jobs are gone? Just like that. Someone is saying 40, 80%, many, 90%, 90%. I feel it's upwards of 80%. 20% will be there to guide AI and kind of, if AI is not able to solve, that human assistance comes in. But till then, AI will answer lots and lots of those basic questions that humans feel redundant and uncreative to answer. This customer support and success managers should go to the next field, which is sales. And that is little relevant to them, right? So now let's see how AI is disrupting the world of sales also. You could literally create an AI sales agent and make sales to your company. How many of you are into sales or into business who have sales people for them, business development executives and all that? Type in the word yes in the chat box, please, if you are someone who is either into sales or have sales people working for your company. Just a minute, I'll just log in. Yeah. So there is this tool called Whoppy AI. You could create a virtual AI sales agent for your company in under minutes. Okay. Yeah. So I'll just show you the demo and then we can talk about how we built it and stuff like that. Right. Each value in the client message must be one of the following conversion. Okay. I'll just check if there is any problem. Okay. I'll just try again. Assistant override each value in client message must be one of the following conversion update function. Okay. Tool call results interrupted. Okay. I'll just check if there is any problem, guys. Just give me 1 minute. A minute, please. Okay. I'll just see if I could. Okay. I could get a call instead. Okay, there is some issue in our assistant, guys, but ultimately how it works, I just want to really show it, but then there is some issue. Kundan, can you talk to animation, ask him to check why this Whoppy thing is not working so that I could show people a couple of minutes later. Okay, so give me a couple of minutes, guys. My team will coordinate and get this sorted. Okay, just 2-3 minutes. We'll talk about this again. Okay, so now essentially how it works is it's so real and so human that you'll not even realize that you're talking to AI in a phone call, and you will be giving your information or money to a real good sales agent. It's not a scam, but AI will talk and convince people to make money just like a salesperson does, which is considered as one of the toughest job in the world. Now it is done by AI. I'll maybe show Whoppy teaser on YouTube, maybe until we have Whoppy AI tool. Okay, I think there is no teaser from them, but yeah, I'll show you how it works exactly when my team fixes it. Okay, now, no matter what industry you are into, there is something AI could do. You could be software developer, data scientist, cyber security specialist, AI architect, DevOps engineer, IT project manager. You could be anything. AI could do this to you. You could be a legal industry you might be into legal industry. You could be a market research analyst. You could be a teacher. You could be someone who is into finance, someone who is trading, someone who is into graphic designing. You could be an accountant. You could be healthcare. You could be insurance agent. You could be someone who is into media. You could be a customer service agent. You could be art. You could be music. You could be into music. You might be a video editor. You could be a digital marketer. Ultimately, are you now convinced that AI is the future and AI will replace as many jobs as it could by the end of 2025? And yet, learning the same exact vehicle, same exact technology is important to make truckloads of money potentially in the future. How many of you agree with the statement flashing on screen? Type in the word yes in the chat box. I want every single one of you to engage with me because of 2 reasons. I want my information that I'm giving to you to go inside your brain, not onto your brain. So everyone who agree with the statement flashing on screen, type in the word yes in the chat box. Amazing. So now we're done with prompt engineering, and I have a bonus for you. How many of you want some bonus? Type in the word B in the chat box if you would love to have some bonus on top of the bonuses and certifications that we already announced. Right? Perfect. All you have to do for that bonus is pretty simple. You have to share something about us or me in your social media platform, preferably LinkedIn, because it's professional. Everyone in your network will also know that you're upskilling. So preferably on LinkedIn, in the worst case, Instagram, right? All you have to do is take a screenshot of me talking in front of you right now and tag us. We'll give you all our social media profiles and stuff like that. All you have to do is just tag us, and someone in my marketing team or like someone in my team will reach out to you and give you an additional 150 prompts that we will give you as a bonus additionally. And you know the value of prompts right now? We crafted these prompts, customized, handmade prompts, handwritten prompts, and we're giving it to you. And how many of you are interested in that bonus? Type in the word me or yes in the chat box. Trust me when I say this bonus could just change the productivity forever for you if you use ChatGPT. This is something that I could say. And the reason why we ask you to promote our mission is that we could reach the 10 million people on time. We want to create a difference, and that's why it is very affordable, 99 rupees, or sometimes we give it for free also for very few people who win certain things, right? So for 99 people, 99 rupees or half a dollar, we're giving, or $1, we're giving this much value. And in return, all we expect is that. Okay, perfect. Makes sense? Screenshots done. Type in the word done in the chat box if you're done taking screenshots. Done? Just share us your experience. It could be nice, bad, whatever it is. Just share us your experience on LinkedIn, and we will, give you the bonuses for the favor that you are doing in helping our mission fulfill a little faster. Perfect. Can I do it in Instagram? Yes. So I think my team would have already shared you the links of social media platforms. Kundan, did you do that? Yes. Perfect. Kundan already did that. So now, let's continue the presentation. Guys, you could maybe, if not clicked at that point of time, you could click even like right now or in the next 15-20 minutes and do that as well. Okay, how to make money through AI. Let's discuss 4 easy and highly profitable AI businesses with less than 4,000 of investment or $50. How many of you want that? Type in the word yes in the chat box. Type in the word yes in the chat box if you're interested in making money. We already discussed one way of making money, but we'll discuss 2 more ways. Perfect, guys. Yeah, let me stand because I can't sit for almost 3 hours. Let me stand for some time. So everyone can see me perfectly. Let me just raise a little bit. Perfect. If at all you stood for if at all you kind of sat for a long time, just maybe stand and do a little bit of stretching. That will help you to concentrate and focus a little further, because the things that I'm going to share in the next 1 hour, this is the place where I'm connecting all your dots, and you will feel so good once I complete this 1 hour of the session that you'll feel, man, this is amazing, and blah, blah, blah. Perfect. So now, how to make money through AI? Let's discuss 4 ways. 1 is already done. You could create edtech companies or coaching-based companies out of AI. Let's discuss 3 more. The first way to make money is writing books. You could use 3 tools: ChatGPT, Midjourney, and Canva. That's all. With no prior writing experience, you could still write books and publish it on Amazon as a self-publisher, in a Kindle format, and make money. You might be thinking, Avinash, who is even purchasing books these days or reading books? I can't see anyone. Okay, I don't know the facts and stuff, but this lady called Lena Leeds made upwards of $1 million. Yes, million with M in it, $1 million. In just last 3 years, she made $1 million by being a self-publisher on Amazon. All her books are written by AI. She used 2 AI tools, one to generate text, other to use images. generate images. I'll show you her Amazon store also. You see, she got 83 titles on her name. Like in the last 3 years, she wrote 83 books. That's impossible if she doesn't use AI. Because she uses AI and curate very good stories, and her store is very well rated. You see, everything is 4.5 or above, right? I'll show you one of her very famous books called, this is in the series called The Star of Sage and Scream, the Owl Star Witch series, book 1. The price of a Kindle version is $3, $19.99 for hardcover and $14.99 for a paperback, $15 and $20, right? You see this? She got 4.5 stars. 1,700 people rated her. To get 1,700 ratings, she should get 17,000 buyers. 10% of buyers will give you any rating. That's world's average in any country for any product or service, right? That means 17,000 people purchasing her book at a minimum of $3 and a maximum of $20 for hardcover. Even if we average it out at $5 or something, she will have made 5 into 17,000, somewhere around, I don't know, could be upwards of $65,000 to $70,000. $70,000 upwards of it just by writing a book with AI in the last 3 years. She wrote it in 2021 in May 6th, 3 years it's been, and just one book. She got multiple of them, 80 books of them, right? 83, and she got good ratings, right? 206, 682, 649, 588, 376. And what my team did is we added all the ratings, multiplied with 10 to get a number of buyers. And number of buyers, that figure is multiplied by an average order value of 5. And that gave us a number of $1 million. She got 250,000 or 2.5 lakh buyers purchasing her books of minimum at $4 of average order value, making her $1 million. Can you imagine this, guys? All by AI. If you believe that you could do something like this in the next 1 year, 12 short months potentially, type in the word me in the chat box. If you believe in yourself that doing something like this, you could at least give it a try and make money. If you have that belief in yourself, type in the word me in the chat box. Perfect. I have one more thing, okay? Second way to make money, start freelancing or AI automation marketing agency. You see, my uncle, my Mavaya, my mother's brother, works at a very big organization, great package, almost 15 years of experience, database management or something like that in the DBMS category. He works 8 hours per day generally without AI. 1.5 years back, he discovered AI tools. From then, in the next 6 months, he optimized his work to 4 hours a day using AI. So from 8 hours, it went to 4 hours. So now in the remaining 4 hours, without passing his time, he actually started freelancing. He went on to Fiverr and Upwork, bid it for the projects that were almost similar to the projects that he did in the past in his own company, and cracked them because he already had experience of working with them in a very big organization. And guess what? He's making 4 times more salary right now than the salary he's getting in his office from freelancing. 4 times more. He already have a 3 BHK apartment in Kondapur, and now he's getting a villa in Narsingi or Kokapet, right? 7-8 crores. Because it's working out for him for the last 1 year, and he's making 4 times more money. Again, those freelancing projects are again fulfilled by AI now. So he literally didn't spend 1 extra minute in his professional life and started to make 4 times more money than he's making, all thanks to AI. So now, this is the same framework that you have to use. What is that framework? Pretty simple. What AI tools you could use to reduce the work, and in the remaining time, what freelancing projects that you could fulfill, again using AI tools that you already have experience in the office in the past, and make money from it. As simple as that. Framework is pretty direct. And now there could be a couple of categories of people who might say, Avinash, I don't want to be in my own industry, or I don't have the skill to be a freelancer. Pretty simple. Go to ChatGPT and ask it to give you a 30-day study plan for the skill that you wanted to learn. In fact, ask ChatGPT to learn the best skill to learn to make money from freelancing. It will give you 10, choose the best one, ask why and what's, house, and it will give you 10, choose one, and ask it to give you a 30-day, 60-day plan, spend 1 hour, learn the skill, and then learn AI. You have the skill, you have the AI, and go freelancing on the same topic. How many of you believe that you could be a freelancer making the same money? How many of you believe that you could be freelancing? With skill, you already have it. Great, you could do it from tomorrow. Without skill, you could do it maybe in 2 months or 3 months. How many of you think you could do it? People are literally giving their voiceovers using AI and making money. Literally editing using AI and making money. Writing content using AI. Graphic designing using AI. They were using AI tools and literally making heck a lot of money. In fact, Fiverr in itself right now has a separate category for AI-based jobs. Right? How many of you think, or how many of you believe that you could do it? Forget about thinking. How many of you believe internally that you could do it? Type in the word me in the chat box. And we use AI tools extensively. These are the few tools that I use in my marketing agency. And Dukan support staff, did you remember? That was entirely done by AI. That AI bot was entirely done by freelancing team, not their internal team. Now, the third way to make money is just building small AI tools and extensions. You could be a developer already working at some company, or you could be a non-technical developer, uses no-code tools to build tools. All you have to learn is 3 things. ChatGPT, Bubble, and Airtable. ChatGPT for your backend, Bubble for your frontend, and Airtable for your database management. That's it. Learning these 3 tools, in the past, to build an AI tool or an AI extension, you have to train the data, you have to get things done all by yourself. Right now, you could access the publicly available APIs and get the same stuff done in minutes. That would otherwise take years to learn the stuff and train the data and get the training clean, the data clean and stuff like that. That's like a huge process. Right now, you don't need all that. Figure out a relevant AI API that you could use in the open source project. Use that API, build your own app through Bubble, and manage your data through Airtable, and you're done. You might be thinking, Avinash, you're making it seem so easy. Who can make money like this? Lensa. I don't know how many of you remember these images that public celebrities were just posting on Instagram back in the day, a couple of years or a year back. All of those images were generated by one app called Lensa. And Lensa used API of open source neural network model called Stable Diffusion and trained its AI to create a software. That means they have a publicly available open source model called Stable Diffusion on Hugging Face. Downloaded that. Okay, downloaded that. Put it as the backend. Build frontend using some no-code tools or something. Bought a server. Tailored everything. 2 days. $300 investment. They made $16.2 million of revenue in 2022 alone, and $8 million happening in December 2022. $200 million made them approximately upwards of $20-30 million in 2022 and 2023. 2023, they made more money than 2022, but the public data is not available. How many of you think you could build a no-code AI tool as a side hustle and make money? Type in the word me in the chat box if you actually believe in stuff. Type in the word me in the chat box. You could be a completely no-code developer. You don't have to have any experience, but still you could do it because a lot of non-technical people are actually making money. Character.ai, a small AI company started 2 years ago, is now valued at $5 billion or 40,000 crores. It's third most searched or used AI tool right now after ChatGPT or ChatGPT and Gemini. It's third most used tool. You know what it does? Simple. They created chatbots mimicking famous celebrities. That's it. They created chatbot on Elon Musk. They took ChatGPT's API, gave a little bit of more information about Elon Musk, and now the character that it kind of emulates is Elon Musk. And they created this on like millions of celebrities across the world. A 40,000 crore company is the result. Now you might be thinking, if I'm not wrong, Avinash, this is too big to think. Let me think little small to start with, or else I'll be over. Okay. A 16-year-old Indian girl and launched an AI company in 2022. It is now valued at 100 crores. 100 crores. If a 16-year-old could do it, a 32-year-old us, an average age of this masterclass room would be 32. Can't we do it? And her name is Pranjali Avasthi, and her company's name is Bells.ai. And you don't have to have the skill of coding right now. Or you might have the coding, but you don't have in-depth knowledge. That's completely okay. If you believe you could be next Pranjali Avasthi, if taken AI seriously, type in the word me in the chat box. Maybe not 100 crore company, guys. Creating 1 crore revenue to your company, don't you think that's good enough? Creating 1 crore revenue company in a year, do you think it's good enough to change our lives positively? 1/10 of a girl who achieved it at 16. 100, sorry, not even 1/10. Right? Yep. So now, that's the end of lot of knowledge. Now let's talk about, are you feeling like you are AI enabled right now? Type in the word yes or no. Do you think you are AI enabled or not? Yes or no? Type it in the chat box, please. Perfect. If you think you're AI enabled, right, all you have to do is, my team will send you a link in the chat box. If you click on that particular link, it will be taking you to LinkedIn. If you have LinkedIn, it will automatically add our Freedom with AI certification in your LinkedIn with a click of a button. Everything is pre-filled. You just have to agree. That's it. So that way, everyone knows in your LinkedIn that you are AI enabled. Step number 1. If you feel you're an AI enabled, if you are not feeling AI enabled, that's okay. That's number 1. Let's change your identity, right? So now that you upskill yourself on AI and graduated almost from this masterclass and waiting to graduate in the next 30 minutes, you have to go to your LinkedIn, okay? Pick up your mobile phone, go to this app called LinkedIn, go to your profile, complete on view profile, and click on edit. Okay, click on this edit button. Inside, once you click that, you will have headline. How many of you could see headline? Your headline? Simply, whatever the profession that you are right now, type in AI enabled your profession. If you are AI enabled your student, write in AI enabled student, AI enabled data scientist, AI enabled, let's say, teacher, AI enabled X, whatever it is, AI enabled business owner. The reason why I'm asking you to type in this AI and add certification is, tomorrow, now the opportunity you took and you completed this, graduated from this. But tomorrow, if someone is searching for people like you, a HR, a potential business lead that want AI solutions. So now when you add the word AI and certifications related to AI, there is more probability of you being on top. How many of you agree? Type in the word yes in the chat box if you 100% agree with me. Yes or no? Type in the word yes in the chat box. How many of you agree with it? So you might be a working professional, you might be a student, you might be a business owner. I am giving you 2 minutes of time just to go to your LinkedIn and make your headline change and add your certification. Kundan, can you get that link added again? So the LinkedIn certificate that we have. Perfect. So that's the link, guys. All you have to do is click on the link, add the certificate, and change your headline to AI enabled. I'm giving you a couple of minutes of your time. Send us your images. Would love to see how your profile looks like when your name have Avinash Madha and AI enabled entrepreneur, Kirtana AI enabled blah blah blah, Kundan Sappa AI enabled community manager, Fiza AI enabled operations manager, something like that. How cool that will look like. Would love to see that. Can you do that? And by the way, your certificates will be coming to you in the next 1 to 2 working days. So don't worry, you could update it. We'll send you ISO certificate by the end of this masterclass. You have to complete it. We'll exactly share you the certificate link at 10:35. Perfect. Have to do the headline again, guys. Pretty simple. I'll just show you once again. you have to go to your profile, click on the edit icon, right? And go to your headline and change it. Your headline here. This is where you have to change it. AI enabled dash. If you're done, type in the word done in the chat box, please. Type in the word done in the chat box. Chandrika says done, Tilak says done, Sandeep says done. Kundan, also, if possible, you do it once and show people the step-by-step process, like in the chat box. Perfect, done guys. Wow. I don't see any images. Can you guys upload images of the screenshots? I would love to see a couple of them and show other people on how you do it. Okay, can you add images? Is it possible? Credential ID you don't have to upload, guys. Only update the important fields. Perfect. Nope. Okay, guys, if it is done, great. If not, figure it out later. I just told you to add it after the masterclass. Just add it. Making sense, guys? Type in the word yes or no. If you're done with it, type in the word no. This is very important for your career or business. Now that you upskilled, show the world that you upskilled so that you will get better opportunities. Yes or no? Okay, if it is no, just take a couple of minutes later after this masterclass and you will understand it again. Pretty simple, guys. I'll just maybe log in my LinkedIn and show you. Okay, you go to your, this is your profile, right? Once you go to your profile, click on edit and just, here AI visionary, right? Just say AI enabled entrepreneurs. That's it. So this is the number one thing that you have to do. Number two, just click on the link that we gave. Kundan, just paste the link again to the people who are asking it. Perfect. Harish, let's show Harish screenshot. Senior product manager at Prashanta, blah, 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 AI enabled. Perfect. AI enabled. Harish, you could say AI enabled senior product manager at Prashanta. That will, word should be first of your headline to get more optimization. Perfect. We are getting a lot of people already. Amazing. Perfect. Let me see a couple of people. AI enabled associate manager. Perfect, Santosh. Good. Now, let's go, guys. Let's continue. Now, how many of you agree with the statement? Number one, AI is the most lucrative industry you could be in right now if you know what you're doing. Type in the word yes if you agree with the first statement flashing on screen. Second statement, prompt engineering is the skill of the century. How many of you agree with that? Type in the word yes in the chat box. How many of you agree that making money from AI is not very difficult? I know it's not very easy, but it's also not very difficult. How many of you agree with that? Type in the word yes in the chat box. If you agree with every single statement flashing on screen, type in the word yes, yes, yes 3 times in a single message in the chat box. But love to see how many of you agree with every single statement on screen. Amazing. Let's recap what we have learned, okay? We have learned how AI is eliminating 300 million jobs and to disrupt countless businesses by 2025 according to Goldman Sachs. And what's the only solution to safeguard? What's the only solution? Did you guys figure it out? I used the word a couple of times, but I never said it directly, but indirectly from whatever I showed, I told it. Amazing. AI upskilling. The very technology that you are fearing of is that very technology that you have to upskill on to survive and to safeguard. Now, are you convinced that you could never lose your job if you are AI equipped? Type in number 1 in the chat box if you are AI equipped. You are now AI equipped, AI enabled. Perfect. Number 2, what we also learn what is prompt engineering and why we need millions of them in just few months. Thereby, to conclude, what we understood is this. Are you now convinced that you could use the same skill of AI and prompt engineering not only to safeguard your career, but also to get fancy hikes or to change fancy careers like prompt engineering? Type in number 2 if you are convinced that is possible. AI manager, AI prompt engineer, no code plus AI developer, blah, blah, blah. All that, AI generalist. Yes. And fourth, 4 ways to potentially make a lots of money using AI with less than 4,000 rupees or $50. Are you now convinced that you could not only use AI to protect your career or to get hike, but also for starting or scaling your business as a business owner. Type in the word 3, type in the number 3 in the chat box if you actually are convinced about making money with AI is also a possibility. You see, guys, you could be anyone in the world. You could be belonging to any profession, from a pharmacist to a programmer. Everyone needs to be AI equipped, right? 20 years back, 25 years back, understanding how to use computer is mandatory. Agreed? If you don't know how to use computers 10 years back, you're not getting jobs. Agreed? This is exactly similar to that. A pharmacist is also using a computer right now. A Zomato delivery boy is also using, what is that? A smartphone right now. A programmer is also using it. So just like the computer knowledge that you all have, AI is something that everyone needs to have. There is no, is it for me? Is it for this career? I am into cybersecurity. I am into this. You could be belonging to anything. If you are someone who uses computer right now, someone who uses digital or internet right now, AI is something that you need. How many of you with 0% hesitation right now agree that you need AI no matter what? And you have to upskill and be ready for the world. How many of you agree with that? Type in the word yes or no. Especially working professionals. Students already got the clarity. Business owners already got the clarity. Working professionals are a little confused. Like, I'm into that, I'm into this. Now, agreed? Yes or no? All the working professionals out there, agreed? Perfect. So now, let me ask you a question. How many of you are feeling that the whatever we learned in the world of AI right now is just 1% of it and we have a lot more to learn? How many of you think like that? Type in the word yes in the chat box. A lot of you. In fact, what we have learned is not even 0.1% of AI. And how many of you realize that you could lose your job to AI next 1 to 2 years and you won't be able to take care of your family if that's something happens to you? How many of you, again, it's polarizing, I know, it's a hard clarity, I know, but isn't that true? In 1 to 2 years, isn't there a possibility that that could happen to you and you will not be able to take care of your family if that happens? Type in the word yes or no in the chat box. Especially as a student, your parents already spent lots and lots of money to equip you with the knowledge with the college, right? Yeah. The only thing left right now is get going and continue this upskilling process beyond this masterclass. And you have 3 options in front of you. Option number 1, do nothing with whatever we have learned today. And if you're doing that, you are just doing injustice to yourself and to your family. If you're not upskilling on the technology, that is the most important. How many of you agree with me? Type in the word yes. And path number 2 is take whatever we have learned and expand your knowledge on your own. While this is better than path 100%, but do you see a little bit of pitfalls you are going to have when you choose path 2? Can anyone guess the cons of choosing path 2? Like, what are the problems that you're going to face when you choose to upskill yourself on yourself by your own self? Bhavesh Singh, please contact me on LinkedIn, Avinash Mahada, or my team will give you my email ID also, avinash97@gmail.com is my email ID. You could just contact and we will let you know about that. So now, lack of clarity and mentorship, time consuming and time waste, no proper guidance, 9 to 5 job using pathway, it's a little difficult, lack of guidance, half-baked work, true. I can get certification on Gmail, yes. Lack of guidance, fail to understand the depth, don't know what is right and what is wrong, amazing. No guidance is a lot of things. No environment. How many of you believe having a right environment to learn, upskill is most important, especially if you're a working professional who stopped studying like 6 years back, 4 years back, to get into the mindset of upskilling yourself? It's a little difficult, isn't it? Learning new things, watching videos, capstone projects, just like you went on to engineering and doing a mini engineering yet again by upskilling. Environment is something that you have to get. Yes. Yes, perfect. No support. Exactly, guys. Type it in the chat box. What are the pitfalls that you're going to face if you choose path 2? amazing, perfect. No support, no guidance, no plan of action, direction, no reliable sources, paisa, no time, guidance, proper. Almost things are repeating right now. So part 3, leverage our experience. Let me and my mentors that mentored me in the world of AI and prompt engineering help you to protect your career in this AI revolution over the next 12 short months. How many of you are interested in something like that? Type in the word yes if you want me to be your mentor and my mentors to be your mentors for the next 12 months to transform your life professionally for good. If so, I would like to ask for your permission to tell you more about the most exciting program we have created at Freedom with AI, and with a deal of a lifetime that will never be available ever. Type in the word yes if you are interested in exploring that opportunity. Wow. I want at least half of you to say yes to reveal the product that we built for you. Perfect. Okay. Sorry, guys. So we built Freedom with AI. Imagine this as Netflix, but for AI upskilling. Just like you go to Netflix and watch a web series at your convenience, on demand, and binge watch entire series, you'll come here and watch in a course 5 hours to 10 hours each, and you have multiple courses depending upon your need, and you will complete it in 1, 2, 3 sittings and upskill yourself and keep upskilling yourself throughout the year. Just like it's a membership for Netflix, we have this. But the best part, it's not just about content. It's content plus life coaching plus community plus gamification, just to make things so good. So we are here to unlock your freedom with the help of AI so that you can transform your future as a professional and as an entrepreneur. That's what we are trying to do. And before we talk a lot about our own product and something, I'll show you a couple of learners giving us amazing testimonials.
This is Rina from Germany. I have been following Avinash on Instagram from a long time, say 1-2 years. And as soon as I came to know he's giving a masterclass on AI, artificial intelligence, I just didn't wait for a second and registered myself for the IA class. The masterclass was really, really great. I've also took the membership for 1 year, and it's been just 1-2 months into the membership, and we have learned so much. There's a lot of content that he has been sharing with examples, everything, tips and tricks. And there's still a lot of time to go, a lot of months, and I'm already overwhelmed, but we are going to learn everything. I'll suggest you all to attend the masterclass, take a right decision, and do also the membership, because you are going to learn a lot. I've never seen someone so dedicated and so honest. The way Avinash tells you tips and tricks and everything, he has himself been trying. No one is going to do that. So I just suggest you all to do that, and you will never regret it. Thank you.
Perfect. So this is Rina, and her story is an inspiration for me. You see, her husband lost a job in one of the crises in Europe a year back. And Europe, especially in Germany, you saw a lot of recession. I'm not sure if you're from anyone from you guys are from Germany, but her family saw that firsthand. So sole breadwinner at that point of time, she have to manage family, job, make money, satisfy with the half of the revenue that they're getting, income that they are getting for 6 months. She is mom for 2 young people, like 2 young children, 2 and 4 if I'm not wrong. Manage the kids. And then in the nights, she used to upskill on AI. And in the weekends, on Sundays, she have to attend the live classes. And, she decided to publish books on Amazon, just like we saw. And you know how much she made? I don't know how much she made, but she's very successful. And she told that she is making more money than she ever imagined that she could make online with the help of AI. And that is my inspiration, guys. You see, people's lives changed when they need it the most. How many of you could relate to Reena here? Type in the word Reena in the chat box. You always wanted to make money, but you don't have the vehicle. You never saw the opportunity. Even sometimes you saw the opportunity, but there is no roadmap and clarity, there is no guide, there is no mentor, but you always have the grit to make money, to be successful, to be independent, to be, abundant. How many of you can relate to Reena? That is her story, guys. She is more inspirational for me than Elon Musk launching next rocket. And she got it through Freedom with AI. That's amazing. I'm loving her. I'm like the whole story. Again.
So I recently bought this course, Freedom with AI, from Avinash. It was definitely worth the money. Like, I know the money which I invested, I will definitely make way more money back in return, because the things work. Whatever he's teaching in the monetization methods and everything about AI. And definitely this course is structured in a way that it has all the things you need to succeed. Like, he's teaching the skills, you have all the content available, then you have a mentor, that is Avinash. He's already been successful at running his agency, scaling it to 7 figures. Then you have the community of like-minded people like me. Like, you have the community of people who are learning and trying to make money with AI, doing things with AI. So definitely it has all the 3 things you need to succeed. Definitely Avinash has been a great help. Like, he does Q&A calls frequently and answers all your doubts, even if it's not directly related to AI, it's related to making money online, like building an agency. So he helps in everything he can to help you. So definitely, if you want to start making money with AI or using AI to make more money, to increase your efficiency, this would be the best course. I think it was definitely worth the money.
He is Vinay from Pune. How many of you from Pune? Type in the word Pune in the chat box. So Vinay is a 20. Back then he is 19. Right now he's 20. Dropped out of the college for 1 year and wanted to do something on his own. He figured this out, made money, and then dropped out. By the way, didn't drop out before the Freedom with AI. I don't know why we produce a lot of dropouts, but he only dropped out for a year. He's continuing the studies right now. But anyway, coming back. He is right now making 3.5 to somewhere around 4 lakhs in good months just from his AI-based email marketing agency. He didn't make a dime. He didn't even make a paisa before joining into Freedom with AI ever online. He started making money just after enrolling with Freedom with AI. Of course, it's his skill and ability to learn and implement faster, but yeah. 3 lakhs or 4 lakh rupees per month for few people who are confused. A 20-year-old making $4,000 to $5,000 per month. Yeah, that's the story of Vinay. And he's from a tier 2 student, tier 2 city, studying in Pune. Anyway, so now I want to know this, okay? What would you do if you